What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? It's me, your big partner, Cartoon. 5, 3. Oh, man. Y'all forgive me for leaving the clap out. I'm just getting up. I'm just waking up. But I knew I had to make a video because I've been lacking the last couple of days. Man, y'all know when I come back out here to LA, sometimes it be a little hectic. I get caught up in doing a whole lot of other stuff. And I will neglect giving the foundation, what I'm supposed to give them. But so here it is. I'm up and I'm just looking around. And I'm finna get in the shower. Before I take a shower, I was telling my wife, I said, man, let me make this video real quick. And she's like, what kind of video? I said, well, a guy asked me when I was telling y'all about the people crying, the baby crying on the plane and stuff. And a guy was asking me, Toon, man, make a video and give us the whole detail of what went on that day. And so I said, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let me get it. Look. I don't fly out of Birmingham, Alabama. They cost too much. So what me and my wife do, anytime we coming back to LA, we'll drive to Atlanta. Atlanta's only an hour and 45 minutes from me. So we'll drive to Atlanta and we'll fly up out of Atlanta. Now Atlanta is very, if a plane ticket is $500 in Alabama, in Birmingham, it's gonna be $300 if you fly out of Atlanta. Man, Atlanta's airport is very, very cheap, real cheap, real cheap. But anyway, man, my eyes, oh man, just waking up, y'all. But anyway, but it's real cheap flying out of Atlanta. So anyway, we got up at about 5 o'clock that morning. Oh man, pitch black at night. I hate driving at night. Got up at 5 o'clock that morning. We left. Me and my wife, we left. We jumped in the car. We got some gas, and we drove from Birmingham, Alabama to Atlanta. And then, once we got to Atlanta, boom, we went on and caught the plane, which was pretty smooth. Everything was pretty smooth so far. We didn't have a whole lot of problems getting on the plane. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, got on the plane. It was a delay. It was a delay, about a 15-20 minute delay to get on the plane. And I'm like, what? And so I went up and asked the lady, what's the hold up? Because she had said something about maintenance on the plane. I'm like, maintenance on the plane? That spooked me. So I go to the lady at the counter and I ask, I say, what's up with the plane? You say maintenance on the plane. What is maintenance? What, they got to sweep and clean up the airways or something? That's what I want to hear. She like, no, maintenance. She say maintenance is something needs to be fixed on the plane, not clean up. I said, wait a minute, hold up. What's wrong with this plane? Because I'm already on Soul Plane, the Negro Special Spirit. So I'm like, hold up, man, what's wrong with the plane? What's going on? So the lady was like, no. It's one of the seats on the inside had to be screwed or something. So they were just fixing that. I'm like, oh, so ain't nothing wrong with the wings or the motor or none of that. She was like, no, ain't nothing. So okay, got past that scare. We ended up, like I say, 20 minute delay, but we ended up getting on the plane. Got on the plane. Now we on the plane. I'm like this here. I'm a big dude, so I like to be comfortable. I want an aisle seat because I don't like being squeezed and squashed in. And see, I ain't gonna even lie. When I get on the plane, my attitude automatically get kind of messed up. It'll get kind of messed up because I'm knowing somebody done did some old dumb stuff before we even get on the plane. So start that coughing and all that old crazy mess. Ain't got no mask on. It was one black lady. She was mad as I don't know what. The old dude coughing before we even got on the plane, and she jumped up, cover your mouth. I thought she was gonna fire on him, but she didn't. So anyway, boom, we on the plane. Man, we might have been in the air about 30 minutes. Y'all. And this baby started crying. Man, the little baby had to have been about 4 years old. This wasn't no little infant, arm baby that you carry and hold. No, this was like a 4 or 5 year old, and she just crying, and I'm one. So I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. I'm getting madder. I want to go to sleep. I sleep on the airplane. You know what I'm saying? I sleep. When I wake up, I'm back in L.A. But I couldn't with this little baby crying, man. And I'm wondering, is this woman? You know, everybody now she is starting to aggravate a whole lot of people. People turning around. People starting to look. So I'm wondering. I'm like, man, is this lady gonna say something to the baby? So she trying to say something to the baby. I don't know what she was saying because you know she's Mexican, speaking in Spanish. I couldn't understand what she said. But the baby wasn't studying none of that. The baby, man, it seemed like that made the baby even madder. Little girl, too. So she just crying and hooping and hollering and man. So come to find out, in back of us, to the side, was the Mexican lady and the little Mexican girl on that side of the aisle. But I didn't realize that the dude sitting in back of me, the Mexican dude with the little Mexican boy, was the husband and the son. They just sitting in two different aisles. So, you know, when what made me key in on it, the stewardess had to come tell him, sir, get your son out the aisleway. Man, the little boy run up down the aisle, running in the aisle, just doing all type of stuff. Man, people just don't discipline their kids no more. What's going on with that? Man, ain't no way in the world. Man, my mama would have been upside my head. But some people don't discipline their kids like that. Some people don't know how to discipline their kids. Let them kids grow up and just do any old everything. Say anything, do anything. Then they wonder why them kids be going upside their head when they get 15 and 16, you know? So anyway, turn back around. When I realized that was her husband, okay, the little boy running. Now he in back of me, he cutting the food. He cutting the food. He ain't crying, but he won't shut up. He's standing up in the chairs. He's kicking chairs. He doing all type of stuff. So I'm telling my wife, I'm like, hey man, look here, check this out. I ain't finna go for none of this too much longer. It's finna be a problem. You know what I'm saying? She was like, baby, just calm down. I'm like, man, I ain't finna calm down. It's finna be a problem. But if he don't get this little boy and do something with him, it's finna be a problem. So she was like, she tried to hold my arm. Just calm down, be cool, just be cool. I'm like, yeah, all right, I'm gonna try. So anyway, time goes on. He's still cutting up, man, he's still cutting up. I'm like, yeah, all right. So now the little baby crying, hollering. Man, I'm trying my best not to say nothing to this woman. Because I'm looking at it from both sides of the stick. If I'm on there, me and my wife on a plane, and my little kids on there and they crying, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so I know it's a messed up situation. But if a grown man turn around and say something to my wife or say something to my kid because he mad because they crying, oh man, boy, look here, it's finna be a problem. I'm talking about woo-wee. So I'm knowing this, so I'm trying to bite my tongue, but that's how come I was having thoughts in my head about, man, I want to beat the daddy up. I want to fight the daddy. Because I'm knowing where it's going to go. When I say something to her about this crying baby and you just letting her cry, you know, if he's any type man, he's going to say something. Hey, sir, you know what I'm saying? And then that's going to be my cue. Like, punk, what? You know what I'm saying? I punch your beard off your face. So, man, I was so upset, man. I was so upset. I'm trying to go to sleep. I couldn't go to sleep. I'm irritated. Been up since 5 o'clock that morning. I'm like, you know what? Okay. They had some seats up in the front of the plane that you can get on. That you can sit in. And they said something earlier about real big seats, but you have to pay extra money, like $80 if you want to upgrade to that seat. But I ain't gonna lie, I had to go, y'all. So I told the dude, the airline flight attendant dude, I say, man, look, let me get up in one of them seats up front. So, the dude felt my pain. He sympathized with it because by this time, a couple hours done went by, and it's a lot of people on the plane complaining. They complaining, y'all. So, he said, I understand. He say, look, I'm not even gonna charge you the whole $80. He said, I'm just gonna charge you $50. You know what I'm saying? So, I was gonna upgrade me and my wife to the front, but my wife's like, no, baby, just go ahead and go. You just go. I'm like, all right. So, man, I had to give that man that money. Had to go ahead and get that man that money. So get away from there, man. Because I see where it was going to go, and I didn't want to do that, man. Because I'm knowing as soon as that plane land, going straight to jail. You going straight to jail, man. You fighting on a plane. Oh, man. Woo, woo. I didn't want it because that's my wife saying. My wife was like, so you going to wait till we land in L.A. and go to the county jail? I'm like, you right. So I just got on. So, boom. We end up landing. So when we land, I'm thinking everything was going to be good again. Everything was going to be cool. So now what I do, I always rent a car ahead of time. I rent a car from Alabama. So when I get to LA, I just catch the shuttle, go pick my car up. So me and my wife have a car to run around the streets and do whatever we have to do. I go to the rental place. Now, they messed us up on that one. Here it is. They were supposed to, my wife, when she made the reservations, it was, we supposed to got the car for like $250, which to me, I should have known it was something suspect about that because it was too sweet. It was just too sweet, y'all, too sweet. So when we get to the car rental spot, I get mad. It wasn't no spot to sit down. We got these suitcases when the shuttle come, the shuttle full. I get irritated about that. I'm already hungry. I'm already tired. I'm already mad. Been on this crybaby plane all day. So now when we land and get to the shuttle place, try to get on the shuttle, ain't no place to sit. Now I ain't really tripping on me not being able to sit down, but my wife foot is hurt real bad. And she couldn't have no place to sit. And I don't play the radio about her, man. I don't care if I have to stand up for 50 hours. I don't want my wife to have to do it. I want her to sit down. So when we got on the plane, on the shuttle, and it wasn't no place for her to sit, I'm mad again. I'm super duper irritated again, So I'm like, yeah, okay. We're going to have to do something about this. So then we turn around, we get on the shuttle, we end up going and get to where we supposed to go and get our car. We go to the place to get the car. Like I say, the deal that my wife had told me was supposed to be $250. Remember, we get there, all of a sudden now it's $1,000. $1,000. I'm not putting no extras on it. Literally, $1,000. $500. He talk about a $500 deposit, then a $550 or $5. It was over $1,000. $5 some for the car and all that. Man, I'm like, what? I'm like, what happened to the man? So now I'm super duper mad again. I'm mad, and it don't take much to piss me off. I don't know. I'm an Aries. I'm one of them. It don't take much to piss me off. So now I'm like, man, what? So I'm mad. This mess got me mad. I'm mad at my wife now because she got me thinking it was going to be something else. I'm mad at this dude who done bumped it up to $1,000 out of nowhere. I'm like, man, hold on, man. Something got to give. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping. So then turn around. The dude, he worked with me. He like, man, look, I'm gonna do this, that. I'm gonna do this and do this and do this, that for you. So bam, I'm like, okay. He say, look, I'm gonna upgrade you. You cool? You ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? You worry about this and that. I'm gonna look out for you. I'm like, cool, man. You know what I'm saying? Come on. So he come with the keys. That's when he come with the red car. Come on, man. I can't take much more. I'm not finna drive that car. I don't drive red cars. I don't have nothing to do with the color red. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to nobody. It's just me personally. I don't fool with the color red. So now the man done bumped the car up to a red car. I'm like, man, I'm not driving that car. You can give me a different car. He said, well, I got to take it back down, give you this one. I'm like, cool. I don't care if it's a moped. As long as it ain't red, I'm not finna do it. I drive a moped before I drive that car. A skateboard. So anyway, got past that. We end up getting another car. I'm like, whew, man. So, okay. We hungry. We went to a little Chinese food restaurant. I don't even think, my wife said, baby, this is not chicken. I don't know what these people served us, but this ain't no chicken. I'm like, what? I'm like, let me taste. I tasted it, and it tasted like tofu or something. It was horrible. It was nasty. So my wife was like, man, shoot. Man, these folks done gave us some cat or dog. I'm like, what? You think? She was like, it's nasty. So I spit it out. She didn't even eat hers. Now we ain't even hungry no more. So now I'm even more upset about that. So man, then we have to drive so far to get where we was going. It just one thing after another. Then turn around. That same tree, the video I just showed you this morning about the tree lot. I was there, man, and fell that mobile home. I fell out of it. I fell out the mobile home, y'all. Hey, what's up, homie? I fell out the mobile home, man, and hit the floor. I'm talking about hit the floor hard. I'm like, man, it was one of them old men falls. It wasn't no young man fall, catch yourself, stuff. No, mm-mm. My age showed up on me on this one, man. When I was going down, everything got in slow motion, like, whoa. And I'm like, man, it's like, I'm looking at the ground coming up at me. I'm like, Tune, this is gonna hurt. This finna be a fall right here. And I ain't lying, y'all, boy, it was a fall. I looked, yo, boom, man, dust flew up. I'm like, what? I ain't felt like, I can't remember the last time I literally fell like that. I fell down like an old man. Couldn't catch myself, none of that. I'm like, what? Come on, man, something got to give. Man, hurt my knee. My knee big as a football right now. So I'm like, man, come on, man. People looking, I'm like, oh, but then it was hard for me to get up. Like my elbow didn't want to work. So I ended up getting up, dusting myself off. So I'm like, man, you know what? All right, I'm cool, B. Whew. Finally, man, by the time I made it and got me some sleep, what it is, was what it was gonna be what it was gonna be. Or see, you know. But anyway, y'all, man, that's what that day consisted of. It was messed up, y'all. It was messed up, but you know, glad to be back in LA. Glad to be doing my thing. And that's just that. So y'all stick with me, man. I got some interviews coming up. You know, I just keep on plugging, y'all. So anyway, that's what happened. I forget the young man's name. Oh, and by the way, when I get back to Alabama, it's two people that won on my 30-day weight loss challenge thing. It's two people that won. I'd have to go back to my video again and see the names. I remember that it was just two people. So don't try to run back to that first video and put in the weight, because I lost 25 pounds even. I lost 25 pounds on the head. And it was two people. Now it was some other people that said stuff like, Tune, you're gonna lose 20 to 25 pounds. It was some people that said you're gonna lose 25 to 30 pounds. I can't give it to y'all. You know, you have to give me one solid weight and leave it at that. So those who said the 20 to 25 or the 25 to 30 and all that, can't give it to you, homie. But the two people on there that said rock solid 25, I got y'all. I told y'all, remember I told y'all, I said, I'm gonna give you $100. So when I get back to Alabama, I'm gonna shout y'all names out, because I can't remember the names right now. Matter of fact, I'm gonna shout them out probably later on today. Once I go back and look at the names, I'll shout them out later on today. And I'm gonna let you know, y'all get in contact with me on Instagram. Give me a cash app or whatever, however, you know, you want the money. And I got $100 for both of y'all, man. But anyway, in the meantime, in between time, oh shoot, man, it's pretty out here today. Y'all want to see how pretty? Check this out. Y'all listen, watch, look at this. It's pretty out here, y'all. Yeah. Nice, sun shining. That's that California weather, y'all. But I'm out of here, man. Tell the people you love them. And remember, homie, I'm out of here. Represent the gangsters. Boom, the Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace.